G'day guys, Scott from FatB Trader here, just bringing you a quick update on the trade that we discussed on non-farm payroll. Obviously I'm still long that position and it's working out pretty well. It's almost at its target. It's basically come up and tested its target, it got within like 1 point of the target, and it basically hit the target just a few moments ago. However, what I'm actually sorry, music on in the background. What I'm actually looking at here is, I believe that this is actually going to do what we call a snake up or a push up, and then a bounce down and retest, and it's actually doing it now by the look of it. And I just want you to see what happens when you actually get above these sort of prior high levels, and we see this kind of this snake up or this stop run effect. So we're up about 40 or so points at the moment. We're just looking to see this do this snake up. Now typically most people, most traders would actually buy, if they were going to buy a breakout, they might actually be waiting for this level here to break, like it's just doing now. However, what you're going to find is it's going to push up, and most people are going to buy this break, and they're going to put this stop below here. So I think it'll probably push up and then come back, retest this level before moving higher. Now unfortunately most people, they buy this upwards move and they get stopped out on the move back down, which is unfortunate and something that you shouldn't really do. I mean, it's very hard to buy the breakout. It's far easier to actually buy the retest of the breakout, which is what we definitely recommended. It's what we call the push through and retest buy. And look, everything's giving us a signal that we're going to see a fairly decent move to the upside here. A lot of people are looking at this particular pattern, this breakout pattern, this key level, and if it breaks, you're going to have people who've sold at this level, who have their stops above this level here, most likely, will get stopped out. And you're also going to have people who are buying the break. You can see, I mean, this is just perfect. Like, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I sort of think we'll definitely see a move upwards to the 137.50 level if if this can sort of make tracks through here. We're starting to get a bit of movement, a little bit of ticking back and forth. I'm just having a look at the market depth on the other screen. We're just edging up slightly, but nothing particularly exciting. We're seeing a lot of volume go through, a lot of ticks go through on the tick chart, but not a lot of movement, which is interesting. It seems to be hesitating, doesn't it? But look, that's pretty normal around these levels. It has had a fairly decent move over the last few hours, so definitely to be expected, but I reckon we're going to see, this is just building to a nice push. This is the sort of trading I really enjoy on the Euro US dollar. You've got these beautiful levels, bang, bang, bang. It's just, when it's in its zone, it's very well, not very easy to trade, but I find it a lot easier to trade than a lot of the other things, a lot of the other pairs that are just a little bit too crazy for me personally. That's looking real strong. Pretty keen to keep this open actually, but you know what they say, you can't get too greedy. Well, it's certainly building up a bit of pressure under this resistance line. And the thing with resistance is, well, just like support, I mean, the more times it's tested, the weaker it actually becomes. Not the, most people think, oh no, it actually becomes stronger, but no, it actually becomes weaker. You know, you really got to be careful putting too much faith in a support line once it's been tested. You know. Okay, here we go, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Righto, there is a stop run. And that is what we've been waiting for. And are we up to 137? Now, generally there is a second push on for the stop run. And this is actually due to everyone's stops being triggered, if that makes sense. Here we go. So we're seeing that now. Because it takes a while for brokers' orders to actually feed through. So this is what you've got to be really careful of. If you place a stop order in one of these spots, you're going to be like, yep, there'll be a big push up initially as the stops start getting run, but then all of your second tier brokers whose liquidity feeds in, you're going to see them actually triggering their orders as well, if that makes sense, because it takes like a couple of nanoseconds or microseconds for that order to feed through, which obviously then fuels a bit of selling, which is what's happening now. Now we're basically, our initial target was here. This is actually our secondary target, I might say. So we're able to clip an extra, what's that? In theory, an extra 10 points. Hypothetically, for actually hanging in a little bit longer for this stop run. Now, if we were going to stay in this for the target, I think this will actually get to. I sort of think it'll actually get to the 70 level, the 137 70 level. That's my thoughts. Excuse me, but if I just go out here to the 1 hour chart, look at that. That's just beautiful. Yeah, I think anywhere in this sort of zone here, we'll see either a really nice place to take a sell, or well, yeah, a nice place to take a sell. That's my personal thoughts, but this is obviously showing us we've got lots of momentum to the upside at this stage, which is going to make it difficult to to pinpoint a sell. Although this level here, this is one of these edge trades that we talk about. It's worth having a crack short at this level, with a stop. You could say a stop above this high or above this spike, depending on your actual personal preference. But just going to duck back into the 5 minute here. It looks like our profits are dropping away. I'm back on the 5 minute. Yep. What are we? 47. You know what? I could hang around in this a bit longer, but we're almost at our target, aren't we? Okay, so we're coming back for the retest here, which is what we said would happen, obviously. We're just waiting to see if this is actually going to hold here, or we're going to have to cut it and just wait for another time. It's looking an awful like cutting at this stage, but we'll just hang in here a few minutes and just see what the price action says. Okay, so we've cut this trade. It's basically, it penetrated through this level here, which is disappointing that it didn't hold, but this can get pretty ugly pretty quickly. I'd be happy again to buy it when it, if it gets back up here, but at this stage I think it's time to go, basically. You've got a few things happening on the longer term charts. you know, showing some warning signs. So we'll hang here for a few minutes and just see what this does. This may reverse itself, but given this, you know, you've got declining volume. The US market's just opened, and you've just penetrated through a key level. So I'm pretty happy with that anyway. I mean, I got 37 pips out of that. It was a fairly chunky trade. I was just trying to extract some profits back from Friday. Non-farm payroll was a bit of a non-event until I got this trade on after the fact. And yeah, look, obviously added to it, and it's paid off. So that's good. We've locked in a good chunk of change.